Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a Sims 4 room build. We're doing another sunroom today. I know I do these a lot, but they're my favorite thing in the world to build. I love a good sunroom, which is so funny because when I'm playing The Sims like on my personal file, I never take the time to do sunrooms in my Sims home. I think that's why I like building them so much. Sometimes I really love when I just get to build rooms because I can build a room that maybe doesn't fit into my normal gameplay. So I started with the idea of wanting big bookshelves in there, and I had like a little bit of a different plan because of the new crystal pack and their beautiful library shelves there, and I've been loving that pack so much, you guys. I was really surprised. I got really excited about it by the trailers and stuff, and I was like, I don't know if that's really my kind of thing, but I sort of splurged a little bit and bought it for myself, and I've been playing it like crazy. I go through phases like most people do with The Sims where I play like crazy for a little bit and then I stop, and this has not stopped. You're seeing this much later. I have been playing now, I think the pack came out like 2 weeks ago. I have been playing when I have free moments, which haven't been a lot lately, but like that's usually a pretty big deal for me because a lot of times during the work week I don't like to play on my computer after work too much because I've spent my entire day at my desk, and like a good example is this week I worked 14-15 hour days because things blew up, and like I usually don't want to be on my computer after that. Understandably, I don't want to be anywhere near my desk, but I wanted to play The Sims. That hack is super fun. Having said that though, I ended up going in a different direction. I ended up realizing that I had sort of two conflicting vibes in my head. Sorry, I just knocked into you. I'm gesturing wildly. But I had two sort of conflicting vibes in my head. So I decided to go with this look right now, and I think I'm going to do like an actual library with the library pack, or with the Crystal Creations pack, because those bookshelves are stellar. I love those. Those are pretty great. Which is funny because I didn't build the library with the Book Nook pack, but I think if I combine those two, and it's made me re-love the Spellcaster pack. I was going to say Make a Magic, that's not correct. What is the Spellcaster's pack called? It's a very good question. Not a clue. But it's made me really love that pack again, which I never like didn't love, but I'm not a big occult person, but the crystals have made me kind of want to do occult, and it's given me a lot of ideas for builds, which, like I said, this build was actually kind of an idea based on the Crystal Creations pack. It just it took on a life of its own really quickly. But I really enjoyed this build. It's kind of just a low-key, soft little, I took a couple of lunch breaks. It's very yellow. It's very sort of warm. I think, to be honest with you, it's very much where I wanted to be this week, because it's never fun when a project explodes in your face after you've been working on it for 6 months. Yeah, we're not going to talk about work, but dang. Dang, you guys. It was a rough week, and I was very excited to be able to just, like, build. By the time you see this, hopefully that project will be done. In fact, actually, I'm almost certain this is going out after the deadline, so that project will be done. Yay me. I don't have to worry about it anymore. But at this present moment, yours truly is stressed. Which is why I've been building, I think, very serene, calm rooms. Lots of plants in this build. Lots of plants. Lots of books. I used some of the Book Nook clutter because I was imagining like what a person out here would be using this for, and to me, this would be, I'm done with work, I'm coming out here with a book and my soup and the dogs, and we're just out here, the real world doesn't exist. That's sort of what I was imagining, and so that's kind of how I decorated it. Used a lot of lanterns, a lot of pretty lighting, a very comfy couch. Although looking at it, I probably should have put pillows on this couch. I didn't. I regret that choice. I should have put pillows in those chairs too. I didn't. I should have. Maybe I'll do that before this goes up on the gallery. We'll see. I've been fighting with the gallery though lately. It has just not like doing things for me. So I'm way far behind again. It's fine. I think sometimes maybe because I sort of have been batch uploading old stuff, I think sometimes it's just like, you need to stop, and that's valid. That's fair. That coffee table with the flowers in the middle has become one of my favorite, like, most used things. I'm not really sure why, but I just love it. I think it's so pretty. It's funny too because like I have pieces like that in my house, but it's also not a piece I would pick from my own house. So I'm unclear like what part of my brain really loves that, but I really do. I think it's just so fun. And I do think in a sunroom like this, the idea of found furniture is really cool, as long as it's, clean and, I mean, taken care of. The point I was making is I looked at the couch and I went, would I take a random found couch home? I mean, yeah, maybe, but it would live in my garage for a while I cleaned it. Yeah, I really wanted a warm buttery yellow, and I struggled with how to get there. You missed a fair amount of me struggling with it. The yellows in the game are really interesting to me because some of them are close, but there's like a particular yellow in my heart places that is just not in the game. I've been really thinking about making like a wallpapers and floorings pack because there's so many colors that are so close, and I'll get through like a whole build and I'm like, cool, all I gotta do is put things on the wall, and then that's usually where it gets thrown off. And I'm really thinking I'm gonna get bold sometime and just do that. I know I say that all the time, but in my heart places, there is a warm, buttery, creamy yellow that just doesn't quite exist in the game. This is very close, but it just doesn't quite exist in the game. It also, like I said, depends on monitor, because this is a lot more warm on the the monitor I edit on. Can you tell I'm tired? Than it is on the screen I play on. And I don't know why I do that, but I also went with this kind of fancier flooring. I sort of imagined it was maybe like that modular flooring that can be put down in squares, but it also reads very fancy, and I'm cool with that too. Either option, however you read it, works really good for me. Like, I'm fine with it. I think both options fit the room really well. And then I went ahead and just did a wood on the ceiling because I liked it. Kind of gave like exposed beam vibes like a little bit. I did get really confused with the floors and ceilings because I only play this game every day, so I should still really be confused by all of the all of the new features. Obviously, I also liked the wood on the ceiling because it kind of gave greenhouse vibes, and I was like, well, maybe this is like a she shed. I built it in a way that I imagined it being like on the side of a house, but I was like, it also really could have been like an external building, a little like craft space. I don't love the term she shed. I used it there because a lot of people know what it means, and like a lot of people even my family use that term. More just like an escape space. I don't think it needs to be like a man cave or a she shed or anything like that. I just think every person deserves a place in their life that is calming, and that can't always be your bedroom if your bedroom is shared. That can't always be your office if your work is really stressful. You need to find a place that is just yours, that's just cozy, that is just a go and relax. I'm working on mine. Mine's my bedroom, because it has to be. Mine is my bedroom / office / cozy space / craft room / living room. I do a lot in this small space, but that's cool. And I think that's part of what makes it cozy. I've also been working on turning like the little tack area I have into something cozy, but it's cold, man. It's cold up there, and it's hot in summertime, so not like the most ideal. But a room like this would be amazing. A room like this, I would spend too much time in. The only thing that I think I would maybe personally do in a room like this, if this was my room, is somewhere around here there would be a basket for like fiberworks supplies. So like knitting, crocheting, maybe a little like cross stitch work, something like that. I'm kind of revisiting cross stitch again. I used to do it as a kid, and then I stopped because it got very expensive. Well, it didn't get very expensive. I just got old enough to start paying for my own hobbies and realized how generous my parents are. And also just like as you get older, you have less and less time for like hobbies like needlework and stuff. But for some ungodly reason, I stopped in the grocery store and saw these like little mini cross stitch sets, and I was like, maybe I just get one of those. And I spent $5 on one, and I've been really enjoying it. But I have no idea why I did that. I have no idea what prompted me to go, I should cross stitch again. But we're reliving that hobby and seeing if we still enjoy it. Jury's out, because every time I try to work on it, something gets needed, so I haven't actually had time to like just sit and like enjoy it. But it could be really cool. But I could see this being my room. Also, if I actually use this room, there'd be a lot more books in here. I have books all over this house. It is unreal. They're in the guest closet. They're in the other closet. I have a stack behind me. I have a stack in my closet. I have a stack in my chest of drawers. I have a stack in the living room. I have too many books. But they're all like very precious to me, they're all very precious to me. And so what I would need in this room is like a library wall. What I would probably do is put it behind the couch, keep the layout, but instead of the table, do the couch. And then I would just have to like pull the couch out for certain books, like certain books that I'm not currently reading or that aren't like all the time reads would go behind the couch, I think. Or like maybe that would be like some like non-book storage, like closed cabinetry or something that I don't get into a lot, like maybe Christmas ornaments or something. I don't know. The point is I would have more book storage in this room if it were for me. But I did put these up on the wall. I think these are novel covers. These are from the Book Nook. kit, and I believe they are novel covers. And I liked the idea of having like your favorite books on your wall. I think that's a really cool idea. I've never paid a lot of attention because I've done mostly secondhand. I've never really paid attention to book covers, with the exception of, I thought Tomorrow was a really pretty book cover. I bought that book new because it just hasn't been around long enough to be used yet. And I've always loved the flashlight book covers for Nancy Drew. The yellow bound ones. I always think those are really pretty. And I kind of on and off collect those when I find those for cheap. I think those are really cute. Those would be really cute on a wall. I have a set of magnets of them, but I don't have a place to put magnets. So, but yeah, that's what I would change, is I would have more books in here. And there are stacks of books in this room, but eventually I would like to be adult enough to not have stacks of books around, to have like an actual bookshelf. That is a life goal of mine. You know, it would be nice, but I would love a room like this with lots of plants and beautiful natural light, very cozy to go read and just enjoy. In a perfect world, these windows would look out on a horse pasture where my girls would be out enjoying themselves and the dogs would be all cuddled up at my feet. Here's the screenshots. I just think it's quite lovely. I really enjoyed this one. Thanks for indulging me and letting me build yet another sunroom. I'm sure there are many more to come on this channel. I think I'm gonna go because I'm very hungry, and I don't know if you've heard it this whole time, but my stomach has been rumbling. It is breakfast time. And I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're feeling loved. And if you're not feeling loved, please know that I love you. I'm glad you exist. I'm glad you're here hanging out. You make the world a better place just by being you. We're glad you're here and you're in it. And I will see you all next for a speed build. I don't know which one's going out next. And then I'm pretty sure somewhere in the middle of that there should be a Minecraft one too. Alright guys. Love you. Talk to you soon. Bye.